The best thing was just having relationships with people outside of the work that we were doing. I mean, obviously we need to get the work done. We need to make sure the program is great for the 74th. But just fostering a culture of care almost and fostering relationships between people has been, I think, one of the most rewarding things. My name is Jacob Hill and I am one half of the directing co-chairs. The mission of Old Masters is to bring back 10 distinguished alumni for a 3-day program on campus to interact with student leaders and student hosts, as well as different student organizations and dignitaries that are on campus. You have directing, which is myself and Reagan Fahey, and then we oversee 5 different co-chairs underneath us. But outside of that, our central committee oversees all of the promotional officers and all of the hosts. So we have this year 25 promotional officers and 50 hosts, usually 5 for each Old Master that we have, so we had 10 Old Masters this year. But that's kind of the main core of our group. We also have our advisor, Margie Jones. But that's our team. Old Masters was founded in 1950. We actually have our 75th program coming up next year. The main kind of building block throughout the late 2000s, early 2010s was kind of prepping for some of the bigger things that we were doing. We really started to reach out and work with different student organizations, kind of connect with different people on campus and really bring our presence onto campus, if that makes sense. It's really taken off in the last 25 years.
I'm Caroline Thacker. I'm a junior in Selling and Sales Management, and my position at Old Masters is an Old Masters promotional officer. My parents met through Old Masters. My mom was in charge of the host and my dad was in charge of directing, and they still keep in touch with everyone on Central Committee. I think all of them went to their wedding and Christmas cards and stuff like that, but that was my parents' love story growing up. How did you guys meet? Oh, at Purdue in Old Masters. It definitely was a factor of me wanting to continue being involved in the program because it does mean a lot to my family. Giving back to a program that has allowed me to create and foster such meaningful connections with alumni and with students that I had no idea. Like, I would never meet certain people if it wasn't for Old Masters, and I'm so grateful for it because they're a few of my best friends. So I'm really grateful to meet such humble people as well. All the Old Masters from the last 2 years, if I learned one thing, it's that humility takes you places. My Old Master was Snehal Antani. After a classroom talk, he was discussing his career to a computer science class or a coding class, and he was bringing up how the only difference between him and us were time and opportunity. So we had a really good, productive conversation after with our whole group on if you want something, you just have to be a go-getter and refuse to fail, honestly, and just to keep being persistent and to keep trying and to be confident in yourself and your abilities. That gave me the inspiration to be more confident in myself and my abilities. It's really inspiring to know that confidence can really take you places and to continue to find opportunities, but it does come with time.
I'm Sophia Antunes, and I was a host for the 2024 Old Masters program. My Old Master was Katie Ripple. She is currently the Global Director at Anheuser-Busch InBev for internal quality. The minute she walked into the room, my host group kind of got to relax a little because she was so laid back and present, and it made it really easy to talk to her and get comfortable, even though literally she sat down at our table for 10 minutes. One of the things that my host group got to do, we made these PR boxes that we sent to our Old Masters home prior to the start of the program, and me and one of my host group members, Will, we went to the Dollar Tree and just found a bunch of random stuff and some more important memorabilia from the bookstore and Harry's and stuff like that that we thought as an alumni she would enjoy. I think the biggest thing that I took away from it, and this is something that my Old Master, she would say it in every classroom talk, that being a person and catering to people will always help you go further. One thing she always talked about was that people always try to impress the people above them, and that when you work for the people that you're actually in charge of and kind of acting like a servant leader where you're doing things for those below you that are helping you out, that will get you further than trying to cater to the people above you, because your manager or whoever needs to hear the good news to promote you will hear it eventually.
Closing dinner was awesome. I mean, it was magical. It was unlike anything I think I've had in my college experience. When the Old Masters came together on a stage and did a little roll call themselves, I was like, they're best friends. And that's something that I think we really strive for this year with the mentorship as well, is building a cohesive cohort almost between the Old Masters. I mean, they're talking already about coming back for a reunion for next year, and just staying connected with whether they're in similar locations now, but finding that the Old Masters are just as good of friends as they are with the host is something that I think is special and something we really tried to foster this year.
The mood was definitely different. It was way more heavy that day because you're kind of looking back on the last 3 days and you're reflecting, but you're also like, oh my gosh, I have to go back to real life. Well, also watching Central Committee, no one really realizes how much work is put into that program until you do it. And as a friend to all of them, it was really sweet to see that they were done, and what they did was rewarding for so many people that were involved in the program.
Closing dinner was probably one of the highlights of my experience. It already kind of had the sentimental tone because we had just spent 8 weeks leading up to this program, and it went by in the blink of an eye. I think something that was really special was each host group getting to elect one member to go and give a little recap speech and kind of just get to share with everyone how special each individual experience was for not only the host member that got to go up and speak, but also the way that their Old Master impacted the group as a whole. It was also really interesting because each group just seemed to be perfectly catered to the person they ended up meeting. And I don't know how the host co-chairs did that.
I think someone should join Old Masters because it's an experience unlike anything else that you get at Purdue.
I mean, I would say apply because it's the best organization, in my opinion, on this campus.
Now, the way I'll go about life is just a little more intentional.